Right. Okay, guys. So, few people are here and few of you are missing, right? So, you know already how am I, right? Discussing the papers, right? Not all of you, right? But some of you know, some of you know, some of you don't know, right? When I am doing the discussion, Haradha, please remember this one. When I am doing the discussion, right? You need to write each and everything that I am writing in the board. So that it will help you to memorize a lot of things throughout the syllabus. Right? I am not giving only the answer for the particular question. I am discussing the background of the question as well. Right? Not each and every one. But if it is necessary, right, I will discuss full theory. Not only the paper. Right? I will give you 100% discussion for a particular question. How it forms and how you need to think, right? So on and so forth. Each and everything will be given now. Right. Okay. So first of all, uh, in grade 9, people, you know how. I mean, if you join with me in grade 9, right? And for the fast paper discussion class in grade 9 as well, you know how to do that, right? How am I doing, right? So when I am discussing, I will tell you again. Please note what is important, right? Because I am giving each and everything from the basic to the complex level. Right? Right. Okay. So let's discuss this paper. Uh, Before going into the discussion of the paper, I will let you know the structure of the paper that you are going to get from your grade 10 and grade 11, right? So this is more what important. In grade 9, you are having like 3-hour paper. Totally 3 hours, right? 1 hour paper and 2-hour paper. But when it comes to grade 10, grade 11, this will be slightly different, right? So there are part 1 and part 2. Right? Okay. So this is the paper structure that you are going to take in your grade 10 and grade 11. Right. So inside this part 1, you are having another part called part A and part B, right? And for this one, part A, part B. Right? So this is the structure of the grade 10 and 11 paper. How many number of hours you are having? For part 1, you need to take 2 hours. For part 2, you need to take 3 hours. Altogether, you are having 5 hours of total paper. Correct? So altogether, you are having 5-hour paper. Correct? 5-hour paper. වෙලාවට අපි මේ කාලේ මේ කරේ නැත්තේ O level. හරි. මෙච්චර තිබ්බේ අපි. Only part 1 and part 2. From part 1, we had like 20 to 25 20 questions, right? And for the part 2, we have like other essay questions, right? We have to choose 5 of them and do it. Right? That is our paper. වෙලාවට අපි මේක skip කරා. හරි. ඉන්නෙන්න අමාරු වෙලා තින්නේ. මේ පැය පහ. 5 hour paper, right? So Part A. There are 25 short questions. Alright, 25 short questions. For these 25 short questions, you can score 50 marks directly. Alright. So 50 marks you can score directly. Alright. So 50 marks and 50 marks for this one and 50 marks for this one and 50 marks for this one. Alright. So altogether you are having 200, then we are taking the final calculation, right? Final result by dividing it by 2. Out of 200, you are getting that. Correct? From part B, you are having 5 questions. You have to answer all the 5 questions in the part 1. Right? So part 1, part B. You have to provide the answers. When it goes to part 2, you are having 6 questions totally. Out of that 6 questions, you have to provide the answers for 5. Right? Part B as well, you are having 6 questions. You have to provide your answer for 5 questions out of them. Altogether, you have to provide 10 questions from part A and part B of part 2 within that 3 hours. Within using that 3 hours. Alright, keep that in your mind. Right? So this is the structure of the paper you are having in your grade 10 and 11. This is where you got in grade 9. So this is not important. Right. This is the structure of the paper. Actually, right, you have done your works up to the next level, right? No need to care about this. This structure is not needed for you if you are doing your works to the 100%, at your best. If you are doing your works, right, for mathematics, right? If you are studying mathematics to at your best, right? This structure actually it is not important for you, right? Okay. So if you want, you can write this. Then I will begin discussing. This is the paper number 1. Alright, paper number 1. First term. Right? And so I will discuss the part 1 now. Part 1, subpart A. I need you to pay your 100% attention when I am discussing the questions. Right? Question number 1. Right? In the question number 1, we have 3 fractions, right? We have 3 fractions, and they are asking from us arrange it in descending order, right? So descending order, you know that, right? Descending order means from the biggest one to smallest one, right? From the biggest fraction to smallest fraction. Right. Now let's consider the 3 fractions that we have given. 3/6, comma 1/6, comma 10/12. Alright. What can you say about the denominator of these 3 fractions? What can you say about the denominator of these 3 fractions? Oh, this one and this one, denominator is equal, right? And also this one, not equal, right? So that is 12. If you are going to compare any of the fraction, right? If you are going to compare any of the fractions, uh, and in the numerator also you are having different numbers, not the same number, but different numbers you are having in the numerator as well. But in the denominator as well, you are having different numbers, right? Different numbers on both numerator and the denominator itself. Right. So, Buddha, you know how to compare these kind of fractions, right? When you have different denominators, you need to convert all the different denominators into the same denominator, right? Same denominator. So by looking at this, at first you can say what should be your denominator if you want, right? If at once, if you cannot think, you might get the LCM of this one, right? So there are two denominators, 6 and 12. You better take LCM of 6 and 12. It will be definitely 12. LCM, least common multiple. So you know how to convert this 6 into 12, this 6 into 12. I am going to do it then because I need to have equal denominators before comparing the fractions. 3 upon 6 multiplied by 2, both numerator and the denominator should be multiplied by 2. Comma 1 upon 6 multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So this is already 12, so doesn't matter. This 6 into 12, 6 into 12, done. So in the numerator you are having 6 divided by 12, comma 1 times 2 means 2. Now this is already 12, right? 10 upon 12, right? So now you can arrange it in descending order, right? Descending order. How to arrange a descending order? When you are having equal denominators, you can forget the denominator and you have to compare only the numerators. And you have to only compare the numerators. Right. So by looking at 6, 2, and 10, what is the biggest? Biggest is 10. Right. That means 10 upon 12 should be the biggest one. Then maximum one is 6. 6 upon 12. Okay. Now this one 2 upon 12. That is the smallest one. But this is not the final answer. Right? You have to keep this answer in the original form. So when it comes to 10 upon 12, it is same as that. Same as the previous number, right? 6 upon 12. 6 upon 12 refers to 3 upon 6. 2 upon 12. 2 upon 12 refers to 1 upon 6. 1 upon 6. So this should be your answer. Correct? This should be your answer. Right. Okay. If you forgetting something, right? You may write this. If you forget something, it would be better if you can write this. Correct? Right. And importantly, by 7:30 we are having our break. Right? We are having our dinner. 7:30. Then again we are starting at 7:45. Okay. I forgot to tell that. Right. Right. Okay. That is the first one. Right. Right. So I will discuss the second one. Right. Second one, find the area of a semicircle of radius 7 centimeters. Right. So when you are dealing with area of a semicircle, that means if you can remember the area lesson, right? How to find the area of sector of a circle. Can you remember? Right? Sector of a circle. Right. So you need to remember that sector, how to find the area of a sector of a circle. But if you can remember that one, you will be able to do this. Right. So I am going to remind the background. Correct. I am going to remind you the background. So area of a sector of a circle. Right. Area of a sector. So how to find the area of a sector? Right. Theta divided by 360. That means portion of the circle multiplied by 5r squared. Right. 5r squared means area of a full circle. Or the area of a full circle. Theta upon 360. Theta upon 360 means, right? That is the portion of the circle. Right. So you know how to find the area of semicircle. That means half of a circle. Right? Semicircle. That means half of a circle. Portion is half. Theta divided by 360. Theta is angle at the center. Right? Angle at the center is 180 for a half circle. Right? 180 divided by 360 means half. Half. Right? Half 5r squared. So this is it. And you are going to substitute the values. Half. You know the value of 5. 22 upon 7. R square means 7 centimeters. So R square can be written down as R multiplied by R. Right. I will use the same way. Right. R square can be written down as R multiplied by R. R square. So 7 multiplied by 7. So in the denominator I have 7. 7 times 1. 7 times 1. And in this denominator you have 2 times 1. 2 times 11. Okay. So area can be written down as 11 into 7, 77. What is the unit? Centimeter square. Right? Square centimeter. Centimeter to the power 2. Done. Right? Right. So this is the answer. Right? You need to definitely put square centimeters, otherwise you will get like half of the marks up, or you will lose marks. Right. I will clear this part. Mame clear karanga. I see there is an old friend, right? Parana yale kina. Manga message එකක් දැම්ම ඉස්සෙල්ලා අර එකක් දාන්න. right? ශේෂාන් මම මතකයි මාස කීපයකට කලින් හිටියා. ක්ලාස් එකේ මම කියන්නේ grade 9 discussion එක. හරි. Right. Right. So third one. There are a lot of theories that I need to tell you. Right? Third question. Find the value of x. Right? Find the value of x according to the data given in the figure. Now, I think some of you can do this one, but some of you might not. Right? In our class, still we haven't done triangles part 2. Right? In our class, we haven't done triangles part 2. Right? So there is a so-called theorem, right? As like isosceles triangle theorem, theory of isosceles triangle. Right? So first of all, I will let you know what is that. Right? That is the background you need to know when you are doing this question. Correct? Right. So that is under the theorems, right, related to isosceles triangle. Correct? Right. So now think of a triangle like this. Think of a triangle like this. Now, when you are doing a particular question, if you see an isosceles triangle, right, that means this length of this side equals this side. Correct? These lengths are equal together, right? Then what happens? The angles opposite to these equal sides are equal. Alright, I will let you know. So if I say this is A, this is B, and this is C. Alright. Now this is the background of this question. Now you need to know that. Alright. A, B, C. Now there is an isosceles triangle called ABC. And what did I told you earlier? Opposite angles to these equal sides are equal. Right? So the opposite angle for this AC side is this when I move. Alright. Opposite angle for this AB side is when I move. Right? Angle C. Right? Now you can write, right, if, right, because of AC equals AB or AB equals AC, whatever, right? If you have an isosceles triangle, you can directly write other than angle B equals angle C. Angle B equals angle C. Oh, you may write ABC angle, same thing. Huh? ABC angle equals ACB angle, same thing. Right? Same thing. Right? You need to remember this. If this happens, you can write this. You can conclude this. Right? Angle B equals angle C. Right? Okay. So now you have to use this. Make a use no. And if you have two parallel lines, this is the next theory that you are going to use. And if there is a transversal, right? If there is a transversal, these two lines are parallel. Alright. You need to remember that this angle A and this angle B. Right? So I can say A equals B. Right? A equals B. What is the reason? Alternate angles. Is that type of angles? Right? Alternate angles. Right? So Nandali, please, can you mute? Right. Right? And then what can you say is else? Right? I will take like F type angles, corresponding angles. Correct? Corresponding angles are, so there are a lot of corresponding angles, but I will take less, one or two, right? So I can say C. I will say this is C. B equals C. I am reminding you the background of this question. Now I can say B equals C. What is the reason? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Right? Then there are other corresponding angles as well, but I am not going to take that. Correct? So you know what are the corresponding angles. So these are Z type of angle. These are F type of angle. Correct? And there is another one. You need to know. Very important. Correct? I will tell this is my D. So if you have these two angles, AD, if you get the summation of those two angles, A plus D, it is equal to 180. So we call it allied angle. Right? We call it allied angles, that is C type of angle, right? Right. So now this is the background you need to know in order to do the question number 3. Alright, now I am going to do the question number 3. Alright. So you have two parallel lines. This one and this one. These two lines are parallel. Right? And here you have a triangle. And here you have a triangle, and this is your x angle, angle x. Correct? Then they have given you this is 50 degrees, and they have marked this side equals this side. Right? Okay. Right? Then they are asking the value of x a day. They have only given this data. So by using this data, you need to find the value of x. How to find? Right. Let's do this. So by looking at this one, you can say this is Z type of angle, so that you can directly say this is 50. Alright. So I will take this angle as A. Right. So I can write that is for my easiness. That is for my easiness. Right? So A equals 50. So I can write A equals 50. Why is that? Alternate angles. The reason is needed. It would be better if you can write alternate angle. So the theory that we have discussed here. Right. Actually, we need another theory. I forgot to tell it. Right? I will tell it under this discussion. Okay. So this is A equals 50. Right. Then you can say the value of this angle as here. Okay. So it is directly A. Right. Isosceles triangle theorem. Isosceles triangle theorem. Right. Because this side equals this side. Right. Angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Right. So you can apply that isosceles triangle theorem directly to this one. If this is A, this should be definitely A. Right? Okay. Then you know the magnitude of this one 50, this one 50. Now, right? If you know how to apply the exterior angle theorem, directly you can find the value of x. Right? Right? We have done it under triangles part 1. Right? Exterior angle theorem. So you can write x equals A plus A. That means 50 plus 50. So this should be degrees. Definitely you need to put that. Right? 50 plus 50 means 100 degrees. So the magnitude of x is 100 degrees. The reason is exterior angle theorem. Exterior angle theorem of a triangle. Right? So this is the discussion. So this is the third theory you need to use. We have used this one, we have used this one, and we have used this. Alright. Okay, so that is the answer. That is the way you are going to think, and you are going to obtain the answer for the third question. Alright, right. Then fourth one. Fourth one is also very easy. But in the class we haven't done it yet. Class inverse proportion. What I see. Right. You need to catch the pattern. There is a particular pattern that you need to understand, right, in order to do this kind of question. Right? I'll let you know, and I will explain step by step the important parts you need to understand. Right? Keep that in your mind. You will never get wrong answer for this kind of questions in the future. Right? And in the class as well, we are doing a lot of questions right under this one. Right now, we are going to do this here. Right. So the fourth question. Now, if I read this, it takes 6 days to build a wall for 8 men. Now this is a question in between like man and days, right? Man and days. Okay. right? 6 days to build a wall, particular wall for 8 men, right? How many days will take for 12 men to build exactly half of that, right? Now, earlier we are building full wall, pata wall, right? But in the question they are asking, how many days will be taken for 12 men, right? 12 men to complete half of that wall, right? That is one important point you need to think of, right? Now, when you are doing this kind of man days questions, right? Minis dina ganan කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ, right? Man days, right? You need to understand a particular logic, right? Particular table logic එකක් කියන්න බෑ, right? ඒකට අපි logic එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ කැත. හරි. Normally, it is a two column table, right? Right. So the two column table is something like this. Sorry, not two column, three column, right? Here I will put man, right? Here I will put date, right? And as the third column, we are going to take man into dates, right? So normally we are telling this man dates. We are going to take the multiplication of this, right? Okay. So in the first scenario, what we are having? 6 days and 8 men. Right. Here we have 8 people. They are spending 6 days to complete full wall, right? Complete full wall. So that I will take 8 into 6, 48. Now they are taking 48 man days to complete the full wall. To complete the full wall. That is for your understanding. I have written down this full. Right? You need to understand the question. Now, for entire stories here, there are 8 men. They have 6 days. Right? They are building a full wall within 48 man days. Now, rest. How many days will be taken for 12 men? Right? 12 men. How many days? So we do not know number of days, so we have to put it as x. Right? I will take it as x because we have to find how many number of days will be taken to complete exactly half of that wall. So Buddha, to complete full wall, 48 man days will be taken. Now, can anyone tell me to complete the half of the wall, how many man days will be taken? Think and tell.
24.
24. Yes. So, Buddha, it would be great if you can take half of this man days. Right? So, 48 divided by 2. Or you can write 24 at once, but I have written down 48 divided by 2 so that you can understand. You can write 24 directly, but for your understanding, I have written like this. So, this is your half. Alright. No need to write full and half. That is for your understanding also. Alright. 48 divided by 2. So, now you know. If you multiply these two values, will be equal to this. Right? So by using that, I will find x. 12 multiplied by x equal to 48 divided by 2. Right? So 48 divided by 2 is 24. 12x here. If you want to find x, value of x, you are going to divide both sides by 12. And 12 times 1, 12 times 1. So 24 times 2, right? So that 12 times 1, right? So then x equals 2. So 2 days will be taken, right? You can verify the answer. 2 days will be taken. Right? This is the structure, right? If you want to do these kind of questions, this is the particular structure you need to follow. Right? You need to remember this. Only these 3 columns are there. Make a what easy. You can score it very easy. Yeah? Make a whatever lazy. Right? Okay. Right. So let's go to the 5th one. I'm not going to explain much more. A equals 3, B equals -4. We have to find the value of 3a square minus b square. Right. I am going to substitute. 3 multiplied by a square means 3 to the power 2, right? Minus. In this kind of situation, you people are getting wrong most of the answers when you are substituting negative values. Right? Negative values. Alright. Here you have -4. When you are substituting a negative value, please use brackets. Right? When you are substituting negative values, please use brackets. Definitely use. Ever, never forget. Right? You need to use brackets when you are substituting negative values so that you can understand this is much as negative. Right. So here you have subtraction. Instead of B, I am going to substitute -4. I am using brackets. Otherwise, you will get wrong answers, right? I have seen these kind of wrong answers in your homeworks that you have sent in me last week. Last week when you are substituting the negative values. Equal mark. Now, can anyone tell me what is the value of -4 to the power 2? Tell me.
60.
Oh, no, Sandaru. Right? Right. It should be 16. Which 60?
Positive.
Yes, positive 60. One other case. You guys are taking like you guys are eating one of the sands. When you are seeing like negative sign, that is shivering. Don't be like that. Wait, -4 to the power 2. So normally when you have positive sign, right? Now take something like this. A to the power 2, you are expanding this as A multiplied by A. X done now. Because that is positive, right? No need to worry about the positive thing. When you have negative, totally messed up. Sorry. When -4 is like A. A times A. So you have to write it like -4 multiplied by -4. When the way so you have a negative value, right? And you have even power. Negative value, even power. The final answer definitely positive. That means negative into negative, positive. Alright, 4 into 4, 60. I am giving you a hint. There is a negative number and the power is even. You have an even power. Final answer will be definitely positive. Correct? Final answer will be definitely positive if you have a negative value and the power is even. You have a negative number, negative number and the power is odd. And the power is odd, the final answer sign is definitely negative. Okay. Grade 8 and grade 9 things you have forgotten by now. What important? Right? What important? Negative number, power even, positive. Negative number, odd power. Final result is negative. Correct? We have very basic things. Right. So here, 3 multiplied by 3 to the power 2, 9. Here you have negative sign. Here, negative 4 to the power 2, positive 16. Sorry, 3 times 9, 27. Negative multiplied by positive negative 60. 27 minus 60. 11. Correct? Right. Right? Negative 4 to the power means positive 16. Na? But in front of this you have negative sign. So negative into positive, again negative. Step by step simplification. Right? If you want, you can reduce the steps. On this. Train your mindset to reduce the steps. Sixth one. Find the area of the parallelogram ABCD according to the given data in the figure. Right. So this is the parallelogram. Right. And this side is parallel to this side. Okay, then please mark this side is also parallel. This is 5 cm. And the length of this side is 10. Hurry. 10 cm. Hurry. Okay. So now you know how to find the area of a parallelogram. Under area lesson. Length of the base multiplied by the height. What is height? Perpendicular height in between two parallel lines. Perpendicular height in between two parallel lines, but this height should be taken according to the base. Right? If this is the base, this is the perpendicular height. If this is the base, this is the perpendicular height between those two parallel lines. Right? But in this figure, you do not have this one. So that these are the two parallel lines. Between these two parallel lines, so you have to take the height because your base is 10 centimeters. Right? According to the base, you have to take the height. I see. So very easily, 10 centimeter multiplied by 5 centimeter. 10 into 5, 50 square centimeters. And I have explained this in under the area lesson as well. Huh? 6, 7. When 3/5 is filled of a tank, the amount of water in it is 3000 liters. What is the capacity of the tank? Right. Okay. So there is a tank. It is something like this. And I am going to divide this by divide this tank into 5 equal parts. Alright? Into 5 equal parts. Right. So Buddha, this is the full tank. And I have divided it into equal 5 parts. Out of these 5 parts, 3 parts are filled. Right? 3 upon 5 is filled. So where 2 upon 5 is empty. Right? This 3 upon 5 refers to 3000 liters. Right? Then they are asking what is the capacity of the tank? What is the capacity of the full tank? Right? They are asking what is the capacity of the full tank. Right? Right. So you need to understand, right? 3 upon 5 refers to 3000. Right? So I will write it like this. Right? 3 out of 5 is 3000 liters. Right? So you need to find the capacity for full tank, right? Full tank, I will say this full tank is 1, right? 1 means 5 upon 5, right? If you fill this full tank, it will be like 5 upon 5, right? So here, how we are going to obtain 5 upon 5? Right? How we are going to obtain 5 upon 5? So you are going to multiply this side by 5, divide by 3 in order to obtain 1. 5 upon 5 means again 1. So that is full tank. Right? Forget 5 upon 5. Right? Full tank means total 1. Right? Total 1. In this side, you are going to obtain total 1. In order to obtain 1, right? Total 1, full tank, you are going to divide this side by 3, multiply this side by 5. Right? You are going to do the same thing to your right hand side as well. Here you have 3000 liters, right? And you are going to multiply this side by 5 upon 3, right? In this kind of questions, if they are asking find the full amount of the tank, right, or full amount of money, right? So this fraction refers to 3000 liters. You need to obtain 1 here at the end. So that is full, right? So take the reciprocal of this factor, 5 upon 3, multiply it by both sides, right? Multiply both sides by 5 upon 3. So 3 times 1, 3 times 1, 5 times 1, 5 times 1. So this is the full tank. Full tank capacity will be here. 3 times 1, 1000. 1000 liters into 5, 5000 liters. So the full tank's capacity will be 5000 liters. Full tank capacity. Alright. Or you can do this by using the logical way. Right? Here, 3 parts have been filled. Right? Out of 5 parts, 3 parts have been filled. That 3 parts referring to 3000 liters. Right? So I am going to find the full capacity of the tank by using the logical method. Right? Full capacity. Alright. 3 parts refers to 3000. Right? 3 parts refers to 3000. Achcharada mechcharana mechcharada kochcharu. Right? For 3 parts, there are 3000 liters. Right? How many are there for 5 parts? Correct. We need to find the capacity for 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. Then for 3 parts, right? We are referring 3000 liters. Then how much for? Right? 5 liters. Sorry, 5 parts. So same answer will be taken 5000 liters. Now this is the way achcharada mechcharada kochcharu. Right? Right. Either you can use this way or this way. Right? Doesn't matter. Correct? Right. 7. That is the answer for 7. Liters is needed as the unit. Right. 8 now. Find the value of x in figure according to the given data. Right. This is 140 degrees. This is 3x and this is 5x. Make a part easy. Right. So I will take this as A. Make Ganna A. Why is that? No, forget that. Right. Now, by looking at this figure, right, you do not know how to find the value of x. Now you do not have any clue at all. You have no idea. But when you see this one, right, when you see this one 5x, you know something. That is an exterior angle of the triangle. What are the two opposite interior angles? 3x and this. But you do not know the value of this, so that I will take this is A. So then you can write A plus 3x equals 5x. In order to that, I am going to find the value of x. A before because we have 140 here. So at once I can write the value of A. A equals 180 degrees minus 140 degrees are equal. 180 minus 140, the 40 degrees. What is the reason? Angles on a straight line. Right? Angles on a straight line. Right? So A is equal to 40. You know this now. So you can write the value for 5x. Right? That means A plus 3x equals 5x. And I told you the exterior angle theorem can be applied vice versa. Right? Front and backward. This is the exterior angle theorem. Originally, you can apply this theory like this. Exterior angle summation of the two interior opposite angles, that is A plus 3x equal to the exterior angle of the theorem. Sorry, triangle. Exterior angle theorem. You are normally writing like this. But if you want, you can change the signs because you are finding the value of x as well. Right? Doesn't matter. If you apply this side or the other side, doesn't matter at all. Correct? So that you need to find the value of x. 5x equals A is right? 3x. Now 3 x terms are both of the sides of the equation. X terms are in both of the sides of the equation. So I will take this 3x to my left hand side. 5x minus 3x. 40. right? I have taken this 3x at once to my left hand side by negating, right? This is positive 3x. When it comes to this side, it becomes negative automatically. Correct? 5x minus 3x will be 2x equals 4. 2x divided by 2, 40 divided by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1. X equals 20 degrees. That is the value of x. The reason. Exterior angle of a triangle. Done. Alright.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, we can.
Can you please explain the seventh question, like how you get the 3 under the 3000 and times 5 again?
Right. Right. So, Buddha, by reading the question, right, you can understand. Now, this full tank has been divided into 5 equal parts. Right? Those 5 equal parts, right? Out of those 5 equal parts, 3 parts have been filled. 3 parts only filled. The capacity of the same 3 parts is 3000 liters. Now, how we are going to find the capacity of one part? How we are going to find the capacity of one part? If 3 parts capacity is equal to 3000 liters. Tell me how we are going to find the capacity of one part by using this. 3 parts have been filled, right? For those 3 parts, the capacity will be 3000 liters. I am asking what is the capacity of one part? Can anyone tell me? What is the capacity of one part of the 7th question?
1000 liters.
1000 liters. So how we are going to obtain it? 3 parts referring to 3000 liters. I am asking something like this. There are 3 balls, right? There are 3 balls. The total cost of the balls will be 300, right? Total cost of the 3 balls will be 300. Then what is the price of one ball, Sandhu?
3000 liters divided by 3.
Yes, Manushya. Yes. So that is the answer for this one, right? So you think it you need to think it in this way. Maybe the reason unknown. Now you have 3 balls, right? Right? You are going to buy those 3 balls from the shop, and Mudalani is saying you have to pay 300 rupees for that 3 balls. So what is the price of one ball? Sandhu? Shall I draw? There are 3 balls, right? Price of these 3 balls are 300 rupees. What is the price of one ball?
100.
100, right? Sadhanu, I am asking from you, and others are answering. Right? It's okay, that's good, but I do not know whether Sadhanu can hear me or not. Right? And then I have another thing, right? So just you need to divide 300 by 3. Right? Same theory applies here. Right? There are 3 parts. Right? There are 3 parts. capacity of the three parts are 3000. Right? Capacity of the three parts are 3000. And I am asking the capacity of one part. 3000 divided by 3. So that is 1000. Alright? One part, if one part is 1000, then how we are going to find for 5 parts? Right? Multiply this by 5. So 5000 liters. So this has been done with, there are 3000 liters, right? In 3 parts, right? So you have to find the capacity for one part, 3000 divided by 3. Then finally you need to find the capacity for 5 parts. You have to multiply it by 5. So 5 into this. Correct? Right. This is
Oh yeah, I understand it now, sir.
alright. Okay. මම අර සරල එකක් ගත්තේ ඒකයි අර වගේ. Right? So you are familiar that kind of things. Right, 9 clock. මේක වටේ ඉන්නේ ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ. X plus 2 2x minus 5. Alright. Remove the brackets. This one into this, right? X into this way. So you can do the simplification at once, or you can do it by using like 3 to 4 steps. X into this one, 2x minus 5. We have just finished 2 times this one, 2x minus 5. Equal mark, positive into positive, positive, x into 2x, 2x square. Positive into negative, negative, x into 5, 5x. Positive into positive, positive, 2 times 2, 4x. Positive into negative, negative, 2 times 5, 10. Done. Equal mark. So, these two terms are like terms, right? So, I have to simplify them. 2x square, there are 5 girls and 4 boys. So, 1 girl is remaining, right? Negative x. Right? And negative k. Done. That is the answer for 9th. Then 10. Simplify. 3 times x to the power 2 minus x plus 3x. 3 into x square, 3x square, positive into negative, negative, 3x plus 3x. Same values, different sides, cancel out, cancel out. So the answer is 3x square. Right? Right, 11. I think under science as well, you have done this one. Make a science වලදී ඔයාලා කරනවා. Right? Uniform speed, right? Accelerations, uniform speeds, so on and so forth. I think you can remember those. Alright? Right. So the 11th question. A motorcycle takes 2.5 hours to travel 150 kilometers at a uniform speed. Find the speed of the motorcycle. Right? Normally, you can find the average speed by using this equation, right? Distance divided by time. Distance divided by time. Alright. So this will give you the average speed. Alright. Then they have given to travel 150 kilometers, right? The time will be taken 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours means 2.5. Right? So distance is 150 kilometers. Time taken is 2.5 hours. Just divide this. Make a divide kara, right? This is something like I will take 1500 divided by 25. Right? I have multiplied both numerator and denominator by 10 so that I can remove this decimal number, right? Decimal point, not decimal number, decimal point I can remove. So that we have 1500 divided by 25. So you can divide it, right? So the answer will be this is 150. 150 divided by 25 is 60. Okay? Kilometer. And when you are finding the speed, right? If you can remember, ඔය තියෙනවා කඩි ලොරි එහෙම ගහලා තියෙන්නේ. Maximum speed will be 48 km/h minus 1 to the power minus 1 kilometer per hour, right? පැයට kilometer, right? So this is under the denominator. So by using the knowledge of indices, right, you can take this power 1 to the numerator, right? H to the power 1, right? When it goes to the numerator, it becomes -1, right? So this is 60 kilometer per hour, right? So that is the speed, 60 kilometer per hour. Right. So 12th one. Right? 12th one. If a unit is the perimeter of a small square, right? If a unit is the perimeter of small square, right? Find the perimeter of the figure in terms of a units, right? So you need to understand this. Small squares perimeter has been given. Perimeter of a small square is simple a units. By using that, you can find the length of one side of that small square, right? So I will refer my length as L, right? One side length as L. I will take it as L. Alright. So I can find the value of L if the total perimeter is A. If the total perimeter is A, length of one side can be taken perimeter divided by 4. A divided by 4 units. Right. So this is the length of one side of a small square. Right. Length of one side of a small square. Right. So now they are asking, find the perimeter of the figure in terms of A units. Assume all the lengths are equal. So you have like this is like a red cross. Right? All the lengths are equal. So these are small squares. Are small squares. Actually, inside the square is not needed. Right? Now you know the value of this L. I will take this side length as L. So this is L. You know the value of single L, right? You know the value of L in terms of A divided by 4, right? So how many L's are there, right? If you want to find the perimeter of the full figure, right? You have to add 1, 2. So I will begin from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. there are 12 n's. 12 multiplied by, so 12 multiplied by L means A divided by 4. You can simplify this one. 4 times 1, 4 times 3. Right? So the final value is 3A. Right? So perimeter of the full figure is 3 in terms of A. Right? What is you need to understand. Show that the perimeter of the given sector is 5 plus A divided by 3 times A. What is that? Forget that. Right? We will take it at the end. So you know how to find the perimeter of a sector. First lesson, perimeter of a sector. Right. So the normally you are writing a perimeter of a sector, right? If you can remember, perimeter of a sector, right? There are two radius. Right? Right? I will take this is R and this is theta. This R, this is R. And you know how to find the arc length as well. Right? So arc length can be found theta divided by 360 portion of the circle multiply into 2 5 R. Right? Plus, right? That is this is the arc length. And to this arc length, that means this one, when we move to this arc length, you need to add 2 radius. Right? Plus 2R. So this is the perimeter of a sector. Right? So you can find the perimeter of this particular sector. R is equal to A. Theta is 60. Right? Theta is 60. So you have to substitute. 60 divided by 360 multiply 2. 5 means 22 upon 7. R means A plus R means A. 2A. Now simplify. Right? I told you forget what they have given. Right? 5 plus 6 divided by 3 times A. You will mess up. Apply what you know, then simplify. 0 to 0, 6 times 1, 6 times 6. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 3. Right? Then 2, 5. Did I miss something? Nani? Mix करें 2 times 3. No. No need to put 22 upon 7, right? You can keep it as 5. Then a 5 here, right? Because in the answer you have 5, right? You have 5, right? So the final answer for this part is 5A divided by 3 plus 2A equals R. You know how to simplify this. I have told you 100 times how to simplify these kind of things. Right? So the common denominator is 3. Okay? Common denominator is 3. Here 3, 3. Write 5A. Make a different sound in the පුළුවන්. Make a sound කරන්නේ ඒකෙන් තමයි වෙන විදියට කියන්නේ. හරි? ඔයගලන්ට එක එක විදියට මේක ඇහෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකින්ද hina වෙන්න එපා. ඒක different විදියට ඇහුවා. හරි? Right. So here 5A, right? Divide by 3. Here you have plus sign. Right? And you know how to multiply this term by this in order to get this value. 3 times 2a comes here. If you can remember. Huh? That means 6a. Alright. So now we are one step closer to our answer. So they have taken common term out from the bracket. A. Take it out. 5 plus 6. Take common term out from the bracket. Divide by 3. Alright. Right. So this is it. You will get messed. Finally, you need if you don't get the answer now, compare your steps with the answer. How am I going to obtain this? I hope you can remember this simplification now. I have told you several times, right? In under the speed revisions, under the remediation, under the area. Right. $13. From your grade 9. A cubical dice marked 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And they ask is tossed once, right? Right? Tossed once. What is the probability of getting a prime number? So what are the prime numbers of this? How many prime numbers are there? 2, 2, 3, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3. Those are the prime numbers. Right? So how many occurrences are there for prime numbers? 4 occurrences, right? 4. How many total occurrences are there? Altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 occurrences. So they are asking what is the probability that you are getting a prime number once you toss a die. Toss this die. Right. So probability. Normally we are using P for probability and we are writing the case, right? We are writing the case inside the bracket. Probability of getting a prime number. Equal mark. There should be a fraction. In the denominator, you need to put how many total occurrences are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 occurrences. Out of these 6, how many occurrences are there for prime numbers? Getting a prime number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by 6. So if you want, you can simplify this furthermore. 2 times 2. 2 times 3. Done. So that is the probability of getting a prime number. Make it 2 upon 3. This lesson I think I did for more than 3 weeks. Sorry, in grade 9. 3 weeks or 3 weeks. And data representation, sorry. Yes, data representation also I did like more than 4 weeks. Right? 15th article. There is again something similar to the question that we did earlier. Isosceles triangle theorem. I hope you can remember. Now I am not going to talk about that because I have already given the theories that you need to know at the beginning. Right? Right. Find the value of x according to the given data in the figure. Alright, so the figure is something like this. May I figure here? Alright, there is a figure like this. Right. So this side equals this side equals this side. These three sides are equal. So now you have to use these things to get the value. Right. So, and they have given this is x and this is x. Right. Okay. Now, by using the isosceles triangle theorem, you need to know, right? If you have equal sides of an isosceles triangle, the opposite angles for those sides are equal. The opposite angle for this side is x. For this side is equal inside this triangle. When you consider this triangle, these two sides are equal. So that by using the same way, opposite angle for this side is this side. So definitely this should be x. Right? Definitely this should be x. Right? And now this is 2x, right? Mega 2x. And also if you get this side, sorry, if you get this angle and a move and when a move by using the isosceles triangle theorem, right? Those two angles become two interior opposite angles for this exterior angle. Right? And if you consider this triangle, you need to know this side equals this side for this triangle. If I say, right, if I say this angle is A, definitely this angle should be A. Because by using the theory of isosceles triangle theorem, that is under triangles part 2, but I gave it to you at the beginning, right? Of this isosceles triangle, these two sides are equal. So the opposite angles for these two sides are equal together. So that this angle equals this angle. So I can find the value of A by using the exterior angle theorem that we discussed under triangles part 1. Right? So I can directly write the value of A, that is an exterior angle for this triangle. Right? Two interior opposite angles, x, x. So x plus x. The reason is exterior angle of a triangle. Right? X means, right, x plus x 2x. So the A is equal to 2x. Move 2x. then definitely this should be equal to 2x as well. Alright. So under triangles part 1, we discussed that that theory as well, right? So interior angles of a triangle, if you get the summation of the interior angle of the triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So by using that theory, we can write x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x equals 180. Reason? Sum of the interior angles of a triangle. You need to know that. You need to remember that. X plus 2x plus 2x, 5x equals 180. Divide both sides by 5. Then you can find the value of x. X is equal to 36 degrees. Right? Apply isosceles triangle theorem twice. This one, right? And this one. Apply exterior angle theorem once to find it. Question is done. And apply interior angle of theorem at once. Question is 100% done. Right? So that is the answer for 15th one. 16th one. Right? Write down the gradient and the intercept of the straight line given by 2y equals minus 4x plus 2. 2y equals minus 4x plus 2. So, Buddha, can you remember the general term? Sorry, general form. General form of a function, right? Of a graph. General form. And general form of a graph. Graph or a function, whatever, right? It should be y equals mx plus c. You need to remember this. y equals mx plus c. Now, if you arrange any given function in order to this, right? According to this one, right? According to this one. If you arrange, that means if you make subject as y equals mx plus c type, right? This is the general form of a function, so that this m refers the gradient, this c refers the intercept. Alright. Right. Now this is a function which is not according to this one, y equals mx plus c. This is something like 2y equals blah blah blah, not y equals. I need to make sure that I have y equals something, right? So in order to obtain y equals something, now this is my function, right? I am going to divide this side by 2, this side by 2, and this side by 2. This term by 2, this term by this term. All the terms I am going to divide by 2 because in front of y I have the coefficient 2. In order to remove the 2, I am going to divide each and every term by 2. So 2 times 1, 2 times 1, 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 1. So then y equals negative 2x. Negative 2x plus 1. So now this is according to our general form. It is something like this. So this minus 2 is equal to m plus 1, that is positive 1, accordance with, right, this C. So our gradient is equal to negative 2. Our intercept is equal to positive 1. Alright? Done. These are from grade 9 now. We have grade 9.
Sir,
Right.
excuse me, sir.
Oh,
Sir, in the part 1, do we need to write all the steps?
all of these steps.
Yeah.
No, I am explaining how you are going to get the answer. So no need to write this right?
Okay.
General form. That's why I put like this term. Right? You need to remember that for each and every question, like this. Right? You need to do these things. Right? Right? This is for your understanding. Y equals mx plus c. I have shown it as like putting an arrows. Right? So you need to identify m and c, however. Right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Alright. Right, 70. It is from again from your grade 9. So what the key na? Right? Mute kala all like unmute enadu yaar. In the stuck line it. Okay, so this is 16, right? 17th one, find the median of the numbers. 70. Find the median of the numbers given, right? So 2, 3, 7, 11, 15, 16, right? So when you are going to find the median, right? When you are going to find the median, you need to remember, right? Right? Some things, right? When you have what number of data, what is the way you are going to find the median? When you have even number of data, right? What is the method you are going to find the median? So on and so forth. You need to be very careful. But when you have even numbers, you have to find two places in order to find the median. If you can remember grade 9. On that point, you people are getting messed up with how to find that. When you have number of things, yes, you know how to find. But when it comes to then, even number of data, you are totally missing some of you. Right. So now let's count the number of data. Before counting the number of data, right, you need to check whether your data is according to the ascending order or not. Right. If you have mixed number of data, right, your numbers are jumbled, then you have to arrange your number set, right, set of numbers according to the ascending order or descending order. Right. Normally we prefer to arrange it in ascending order. Now I am going to check 2, 3, 7, 11, 15. Alright. So this is in ascending order, so no need to arrange. That is okay, clear. Now I am going to count the number of data. Right, that is n. Right, n means if you want, you can write number of data. Right, normally in statistics we are referring n as number of data. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even. Even in the case. Right. If you have even number of data, right, you have to deal with two scenarios. You need to find your n divided by 2th place. What is the number in the n divided by 2th place? And what is the number n divided by 2 plus 1 place? Right? Alright. So I am going to find this. N divided by 2, n is equal to 6. 6 divided by 2, that is third place. Right. In third place, what is the number that you are having? 1, 2, 3, 7. Right. Right. In the seventh place, you are having 7. You are having 7. N divided by 2 plus 1 place means the consecutive place next to third. And that should be the fourth place. So that means 6 divided by 2 plus 1. 6 divided by 2 plus 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is fourth place. Alright. In the fourth place, what you are having? 1, 2, 3, 4. Consecutive place is this 11. So normally, if I were you, now these are two consecutive places, right? I will highlight them like this. I have a box cover. I will cover them by using a box. 7 and 8. What is the meaning of median? Median. So the 7 and 11, right? 7 and 11, exactly what you are going to find at the middle, right? This should be the median. When the muda median, center, right? So you are going to find the median like this. Median equals 7 plus 11. 7 plus 11 divided by 2, right? Add them together. Right? That is how we are going to find the median. Center value 7 plus 11 divided by 2. 7 plus 11, 18. 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. So your median should be 9. Right? This is the way you are going to find. Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, why we are dividing the number of data by 2?
Here the number of data you are going to divide it by 2 because you are going to find the median of the even number of data. Right? Even number of data. Right? Here you have even number of data. Right? That is 6. Right? Actually, when you are having even number of data, you cannot find median at once. When you are having, now I will tell you the difference. When you are having like odd number of data, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data are there, right? So now you have here, right? 7 data, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 and 7. Now here you have 7 data. That is an odd number of data. Now, can anyone tell me what is the median value of this odd number of data by looking at this ones? Make a math for odd number of data. So it should go, right? When you have odd number of data, you can directly say, right? When you have odd number of data, you can directly say this 4 is the middle one. But when you have an even number of data, you cannot even think about it. What I mean, you cannot say 7 is the middle, 7 is the median, 11 is the median. No. You need to find the half of this data set, right? So, half of this data set is this way. For your left hand side, you have 3 data. For your right hand side, you have 3 data. But when you consider this one, you cannot find it like that. If you put if you select 7, to this side you have 2 data, to this side you have 3 data. Right? And if you get 11, you have this side 2, this side 3 data. So this is not the median. And you have to select the middle data. But you need to determine what is the data that I have here. So that I have this side, right? 3 data to this side and 3 data to this side. If this is the middle. But we do not know what is at the middle. In order to find the middle place, right, value, we are going to take the 2 consecutive places for the middle place. Right? We need to find the 2 consecutive place in order to get the middle place. Right? Middle number, median number. For that, we are going to calculate this n divided by 2 and n divided by 2 plus 1. So this is the theory. That is how we are going to find the 2 consecutive places, right, in order to find the median. First of all, you are going to find this place, then this place. Then you are going to check the values. In third place, you have 7. In fourth place, you have 11. Then 7 plus 11, right, divide by 2. There you are having the middle, exact middle number. Your middle number is situated, median. That is 9. That should be 9, but you cannot see it. You can't see it. You assume that is 9. You are assuming that is 9. So this is the thing you need to understand. Right? So if I write 7 and 11, right, you have 8, 9, 10. Right? Now this is your third place according to this, right? And this is your fourth place according to this. Right? 7 and 11. 7 and 11. What is the median value for 7 and 11 now? By looking at this, you can tell me the middle number out of this.
9.
9. So this is the middle number. This is the median. Right? In order to get this median value, right, we are adding 7 and 11 and dividing by 2. So we will get this. Right? That's why we calculate n divided by 2 place and n divided by 2 plus 1 place. I have given you a full discussion. After I upload the recording, please go through. So this is the core. Point. Right? Basic logic. Why we use that for even number of data. But when it comes to odd numbers, right, n is equal to 7. Right? How we are going to find the middle? N plus 1 divided by 2. N is 7 plus 1 divided by 2. 7 plus 1 8 divided by 2. Correct? That is fourth place. In the fourth place, you are having the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth place, you are having the middle. Median. 4. Right? For even number of data, that is how you are going to find. You are going to find n plus 1 divided by 2. Right. මම බැලුවා කවුද කතා කරන්නේ කියලා හරි මගේ අතින් මේ මොකද Google Assistant on එක මම කියන එක ඔයාගේ දෙල වෙලා මේ මම ස්ටොප් කරපුවාම ඌ තනියම කියනවා data මේකයි අරයි මම කවුද කතා කරන්නේ හරි මම කන්ෆියුස් වෙන එකපාරට මේ මොකද්ද කෝල් එකක් ආවේ කියලා හරි right 17th. But give me 5 seconds. Right. Okay. 18th one. What is in? You have to factorize. 3x square y squared minus 3. Right. So how we are going to factorize this? All the way to factorize current. You know this. 3, 3. Take common term out. So write what you have inside the brackets. X to the power 2, y to the power 2 minus 1. So the difference of two squares are 1. How we are going to write 1? X to the power 2, y to the power 2. 1 can be written down as 1 to the power 2. So you can apply difference of two squares here. Xy minus 1, xy plus 1. Done. Right? Then 19th one. What shall I see? Right? Remove brackets. X minus 3 whole thing to the power 2. This is something like a to the power 2, right? A to the power 2 means a into a. So same thing you have to do. X minus 3 times x minus 3. Equals, then simplify. X into x, so sorry. X into x minus 3. This one. Then this one. Right? Minus 3 into this. X minus 3. Positive into positive, positive, x into x, x square. Positive into negative, negative, x into 3, x3 but 3x. Negative into positive, negative 3 times x, 3x. Negative into negative, positive 3 times 3, 9. And done. Then simplify the like terms. X to the power 2, negative 3, negative 3, negative 3x, negative 3x. They are in the same boat, right? They are in the same boat. So 3 plus 3, 6, negative 6. Plus 9. Right? Right. Right. Complete 20th one. Complete the Venn diagram according to the data given. Right. I will let you know an easy way. Now this is also from your grade 8 and grade 9. Right? Grade 8 and grade 9.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
In the previous one, like it's the difference of two squares. එතකොට x plus x minus 3 and x plus 3.
Make difference of two squares. Where?
Why not? Like it's in the brackets like x squared minus
Right.
3.
Right. Okay. Tell me what is the basic thing you need to know about difference of two squares, right? About difference of two squares. What I told you at the lesson, and what did I give you? What is the expression that I gave you? Can you remember? For an example. At the beginning, I told you to expand under that particular part. Can anyone tell me what is the example that I gave you at the beginning? Under difference of two squares, make it me under the lesson. Make it me under the lesson. What I told you. How you are going to use difference of two squares in which situations? 7:30, right? Difference of two squares. What is the meaning of difference of two squares? I will let you know. there should be two squares, and in between these two squares there should be negative sign, minus sign. Difference ni මේකට කියනවා අපි, we are telling this difference, right? And we need to have two squares. ඔතන case එක තම සමානයි, right? We need to have two squares. Huh? If you have only this kind of thing, you can expand this a minus b, a plus b. Is this similar to this? Make it a similar. If you have something like this, is this difference of two squares, or this is a binomial expression? Binomial expression to the power 2. But here you have difference of two squares. This is difference of one algebraic term with power 1, one algebraic term with power 1. Out of that you have the product. If you want to say this is a difference of two squares, you need to have something like this difference and another term to the power 2, so that this becomes a difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. This is not difference of two squares. There is a difference inside the bracket, but square is outside the bracket. You need to know the difference. What is the unique thing you need to identify when you are dealing with a difference of two squares, when you are dealing with a binomial expression to the power 2. Did you get the point? How the point end?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is it. Make a difference of two squares. Where this is not. Where this is not. Right. We can have the break. Now it is 7:35. We are meeting at 50. Right? We are meeting at 7:50. Right? You can take the break. So the 20th question. Right? 20th question. Complete the Venn diagram according to the data given. Right? So you have the set called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The set B called 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, and this is the universal set. It is called 5. Right, and there are two sets called A and B. Right. So this is A and this is B. You have to set the values inside this A and B. So you know this middle part is called intersection of A and B. Right, intersection of A and B. That means common element should be here for both A and B. Right, common elements for both A and B should include in this middle part. Right, the elements only belongs to A should lie here. Right, the elements only belongs to B should lie here. Right, this part, middle part for both A and B. So first of all I will fill this. So I need to identify what are the common terms, common elements for both A and B. 2 and 4 are common for both A and B, so I will write them here. Now, except 2 and 4, I can write other elements inside A, 1, 3 and 5. Except 2 and 4, I can write 6 and 8 inside B, right? Right, so that's it. So you need to draw this. This intersection part has been done for your understanding. No need to mark that. Mark right? For the sake of your understanding, I have labeled it as intersection so that you need to know that is the common section for both A and B. Right. That's 20th one. 21st. Right? 21st. Find the mean of the group of numbers are 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 10. Right? 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 10. So here, if you want to find the mean, no need to arrange. No need to arrange the set of data according to ascending order or descending order. No need to do that kind of thing. So, right, what does it mean? What does it mean by mean? Mean means, right, you are going to find the average value for all of these data. Right? To find the average value for all of these data, you are going to get the sum of all data. You are going to divide it by the number of data. Number of data. If you can remember how we are going to represent this using mathematical form, right? Sum of all data means sigma x. Number of data means n, right? This is for your understanding, for your knowledge. Right? If you want, you can directly use this one or this one or this one. You can use, right? Right. So sum of all data: 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 7 plus 8, 15, 15, 35, 35, 40, 42. Divide by number of data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Right? So summation is 42. 42 divided by 6. So the mean is 7. 42 divided by 6 means 7. Correct? Then 22nd question. Question. It says ABO triangle is congruent with CDO triangle. They have given you, right? That those triangles are congruent. There is something that you need to mark. I have missed that. So I'll mark it. Right? So here, right? So this is the figure you are having. This is the figure you are having, and I have marked BO and D, and this part, this side is right mark like by using a dash. Please put a dash on this side as well. OD, please mark it. These two sides are equal. Right? Otherwise, you cannot do this. Right? These two lines are parallel. This is A and B. This is OD is C. Right? So, but they have given already, right? These two triangles are equal, and you have to write down the conditions that these two triangles become congruent. Under what condition these two triangles are becoming congruent, right? So they have given, yes, this is Machan congruent already. Show me the steps. Right. So now I am going to write, consider our two triangles, ABO triangle and CDO triangle. Alright. ABO triangle and CDO triangle, this one and this one. So by looking at these two triangles, I am going to find what are the properties that become equal together, right? First of all, two parallel lines, there are, you can find equal angles, right? You can find equal angles, right? So first of all, I will tell you this angle equals this angle. Right? So you can show this one is equal this one. The reason is Z type alternate angle. So I can write from ABO, that is this triangle, ABO angle equals CDO angle. What is the reason? Alternate. Alternate angles. Then I can say this angle equals this angle also. Then, so vertically opposite angles. So I can write from ABO triangle, AOB angle equals COD, or Call of Duty. COD, right? Vertically opposite angles. You have to write full law. Vertically opposite angles. And you can write BO equals OD. They have given that. Under these three conditions, these two triangles becomes satisfied under which case? The case. Under which case? Right? The case is AAS, angle sign. So the finally you can write ABO triangle congruence with CDO triangle. Inside the brackets, you can write A dot S, angle sign. Correct? Okay, that is 22. 23rd. Find the length of AB according to the given data in R. Grade 9. What is what is Pythagorean relationship. Right? Me. Right angle triangle. The hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. This side is 12 centimeters. So we have to find the length of this. I will take it as x. Correct? Applying Pythagorean relationship, comma, hypotenuse to the power 2. 13 to the power 2 equals, right, x to the power 2 plus 12 to the power 2. Make what is 13 to the power 2, 169 equals x to the power 2 plus 12 to the power 2 means 144, right? Take 144 to this side. So 169 minus 144 equals x to the power. So the 169 minus 144 is 25. X squared is equal to this. So you can change the sign name in a balance. You can rotate. So you can write x to the power 2 equals 25. And this to the power 2 goes to the other side as the square root of 25. Positive square root of 25. The square root of 25 refers 5. So the x is equals to 5 centimeters. Done. Alright. Grade 9 now. Alright. 24. Find the value of xr. So you have something like this. Transversal, two parallel lines. Transversal, two parallel lines. This angle is 4x. This angle is x. Alright. So I will name this as A, this as B. So I can write A equals 4x vertically opposite angles, right? B equals x, again vertically opposite angles, right? 4x equals A, vertically opposite, right? B equals x, vertically opposite. What can you say about A plus B? I told you earlier at the beginning of the discussion. C type of angle, A plus B equals 180. Reason, aligned angles. Right? A plus B. A plus B means 4x plus x, 180. 4x plus x, 5x equals 180. Divide this side by 5. Divide this side by 5. 5 times 1, 5 times 1. X equals 336. 36 degrees. Right? What the easy. Right? I will clear this one. Now 25th. There is a story that you need to understand. You need to understand it to the perfect level. If you want to obtain the answer for this. So when you are reading the questions, you need to be very careful. Questions right? You need to be very careful. You need to be pay your 100% attention what they are asking from you, right? As a story, right? Like if you cannot understand the story that they are telling, සමහර වෙලාවට සිංහලෙන් කියවුවාම දැන් අපි සිංහලෙන් කරේ. හරි මම සිංහලෙන් කරේ. හරිද ගන්න. එතකොට sometimes මේ කියව සිංහලෙන් කියනකොට සිංහලෙන් කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? සිංහලෙන් කියන එක ඒ කියන්නේ මම grade 10 නේ එතකොට හිටියේ. හරිද? මම grade 10 ඉන්නකොට ඔයාලා හරිද? ඔයාලටත් වැඩිය මැටි. හරි? ඔයාලටත් වැඩිය මැටි. හරිද? ඉතින් මේ සිංහලෙන් දීලා තියෙන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියුවට. ඉතින් ඒක එතකොට right we are drawing rough මොනවද sketch පොඩි පින්තූරයක් අනින්න තේරුම් ගන්න. හරිද? So practice that. ඒක practice කරන්න. Right? It's a good one. It's a good habit. Good way to understand or right do whatever thing. හරිද? In your මම කියන්නේ O level වල විතරක් නෙමෙයි. හරිද? In your A levels. Right? Then after that you are going to the university. That is, I think that is your dream. Go to the university. That should be your dream. So මේ university එකේදී පත questions එන්නේ. පත questions තියෙනවා. So you need to read those questions very carefully and you need to understand. If you cannot understand, draw a rough sketch. පොඩි පින්තූරයක් අදින්න. Then you can understand අඩේ ඒකනේ මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. හරිද? ඒක තමයි scene එක. හරි? Then after that university එකෙන් පස්සේ මේ ඔක්කොම කරන්නේ මොකටද? To find a good job. හොඳ රස්සාවක් කරන්නලු. නෑ එහෙම තියාගන්න එපා. අම්මෝයි තාත්තෝයි සතුටු කරන්න කියලා තියාගන්න. හරිද? මේ නෑ සර් මම මේක කරලා යුනිවර්සිටි ගිහිල්ලා මේ ජොබ් එකක් හොයාගන්න මගේ ගර්ල්ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ව සතුටු කරනවා. මගේ බොයිෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ව සතුටු කරනවා. හරිද? එහෙම තියාගන්න එපා. එන කොම්පාට් they can be loose. හරිද? ඒක මොනවාද? boyfriend කෙනෙක් හරි girlfriend කෙනෙක් හරි වෙනුවෙන් වැඩ කරන්න එපා. අම්මයි තාත්තා. මම මේ ස්ටෝරි එකකින් යන දුර ඈ. හරිද? හරිද? එතකොට අම්මයි තාත්තයි සතුටු කරන් තමයි මේ ඔක්කොම කරන්නේ. හරිද? And ultimately right ඒව කරන්නේ ඉතින් යුනිවර්සිටි යනවා ජොබ් එකක් කරනවා හොඳට ජීවත්. හරිද? ඒ ඔක්කොටම වැදගත් ප්‍රශ්න තේරුම් ගන්න එක. ප්‍රශ්න තේරුම් ගන්න right if you cannot understand by reading draw a picture. හරි. එතකොට පින්තූරයක් අඳින එක පට්ට වැදගත්. in the when you are doing the job හරි ජොබ් එකේදී සමහර දේවල් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ හොඳේ. හරිද? ට්‍රේනින් සෙෂන්ස් වලට එහෙම ගියාම අඩේ පට්ට කුණුවරප තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? කුණුවරප කියන්නේ තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ අන්ජවචන් ලොක්කු. හරි? දැන් මමත් කළා දිනවනේ ජොබ්ස්. හරිද? එතකොට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකින්ද මේ පොඩි පින්තූරයක් අඳිනවා. හරිද? කමලා මෙහෙම ගියාම මෙහෙම වෙනවා. හරිද? ඒක කියවුවට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හින්දා කමලා මෙහෙම ගියාම මෙහෙම වෙනවා කියලා අඳිනවා පින්තූර. ඒකින්ද මේකත් මම චූටි පින්තූරයකින් කියලා දෙන්න. හරිද? පින්තූරය මේ rough sketch එක. ඒකට කියන්නේ rough sketch. හරිද? කටුබලිය. හරි. So the 25th question Taraka has X rupees. If you are perfect at English and so on and so forth, that's okay. No need to worry about the sketches and so on and so forth. If you cannot understand what, right, you need to draw a rough sketch. You need to combine each and every point of the thing. Right? Right? Correct. Taraka has X rupees. This guy has X rupees. The difference between 1/4 and 1/5 of money. Right? Of which money? What money? Taraka's money. money. Right? This is referred as money. So.com. The difference between 1/4 and 1/5 of the money is 50 rupees. So we are 1/4 of money . and 1/5 of money. Huh? You have to get the difference, right? If you get the difference of this, that means subtraction, right? I will write it as difference. Is equal to 50 rupees. Alright. So between 1/4 and 1/5, what should be the biggest fraction? Can anyone tell me? Again, comparing the fractions.
1/4.
1/4. Excellent.
4.
Yes. When you are having equal numerators, how you are going to compare the denominators and how you are going to choose which fraction is biggest and which one is smallest? Grade 8 and grade 9. Here. Numerators doesn't matter. Right? Numerator doesn't matter. 1 don't care. Denominators 4 and 5. When you are comparing the denominators, the smallest denominator, right? The fraction with the smallest denominator is the biggest one. So the smallest denominator is this one. So this one is the biggest. So if I draw something like this, same cake, I will divide into 4 parts. I will divide into equal 5 parts. Case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make equal 5 parts, equal 4 parts. Which one is bigger? So that is the thing. Right? You need to understand. Equal 5 parts, equal 4 parts. So the 1/4 is bigger. Mutavada. Right? So you need to understand that one as well. Otherwise, you will get a negative sign. So negative answer for that. 1/4 of money, 1/4 of money. If you get the difference between these two, you will get 50. That is the sketch you need to understand. So I can write 1/4 of money. You have to get the difference because this is the biggest fraction. I told you here, you need to know this. I am going to get the subtraction from 1/5 of money is equal to 50. So 1/4 of means multiply by x, money means x minus 1/5 of means multiply money means x equal to 50. So this is x divided by 4 minus x divided by 5 equals 50. How we are going to find the common denominator of 4 and 5? LCM, or you can just multiply them together. When divide by using prime factors until you get 1 at the end. So LCM will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, 20. Common denominator is 20. How many 4s are there for 20? There are 5 4s. 5 times x, 5x. Minus, how many 5s are there for 20? There are 4 5s. 4 times x, 4x equals 50. මම මේක කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. I have told you this method, right? I have taught you this method as well, right? So the 5x minus 4x 5x minus 4x x divided by 20 equals 50. So take 20 to the numerator of the other side. X equals 50 multiplied by 2, right? This is what I have done is I have multiplied this side by 20, this side by 20, right? No need to waste your time for that. Directly take this denominator value on the left hand side to the numerator side of the other hand side. Numerator of the other hand side. 5 into 20, 1000. So the money Tarak has is 1000 rupees. Right? This is the way. Right? So this is how we are going to get it. Okay, Terunadal, understood that?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Right. We are going to move to next. Right, that is part 1, part B. Right, part 1, part B. Part 1, part A is over. Right? Right. Right, there is a story. Right, there is a story you need to understand. Again, right? So someone goes 3/5 of a journey by bus. Now there is a person. Question number 1, right? So this is someone. Right, someone. There is a journey and by bus he travels 3/5. Right? By bicycle 1/3, and rest by walking. We do not know that. Right? I have put it as x because I do not know the value. Right? Right. Then first thing they asked, what is the fraction he travels by bus and bicycle to the total distance, right? To the total distance. So by using the bus, he has traveled 3/5. By using the bicycle, he has traveled 1/3. So for total distance, or you can write distance traveled by bus and bicycle. 3/5 plus 1/3. Right? You know how to simplify this one and this one. Right? You can use either this way, make a use karna puluwa, or you can use your familiarized method, right? Because I have done this one in this common denominator method, right? I will use your familiarized method for here, right? You know how to convert this 5 into 15, 3 into 15, because least common multiple of 5 and 3 is 15, right? Least common multiple of 5 and 3 is 15, right? So the 3 upon 5, right? Multiply by 3, multiply by 3, plus 1 upon 3, multiply by 5, multiply by 5. So common denominator will be 15, 3 times 3, 9, plus common denominator 15, 5 times 1, 5. So total distance will be 14 upon 15. Right? From the total distance, 14 upon 15 has been traveled by bus and bicycle, right? By bus and bicycle. So, what about a message? Alright. So, this is the part question number 1 of part B and sub part 1. What is the fraction he walks to the total distance? Right. Now, Buddha, in the method, you need to find the fraction related to walking. Right? You need to find the fraction related to walking. Alright. So, this is the total fraction, right? Related to bus and bicycle. 14 upon 15. 14 upon 15. Right? So, you need to remember this. Right? There is a journey, and if you divide this total journey, right? Total journey into equal 15 parts, right? Into equal 15 parts, 14 parts has been gone by bus and bicycle, right? Bus and cycle. 14 parts out of 15. Only one part is remaining. 1 out of 15 is remaining, so this is the rest. That means by walking. So this is the story you need to understand. Right? This is the story you need to understand. So this full journey will be represented by 15 upon 15. Right? 15 upon 15. That means 1. 15 divided by 15 is 1. 1. That is the full journey, total journey. That total journey has been divided into equal 15 parts. Out of that 15 parts, 14 parts has been traveled by bicycle and cycle. One part is remaining as rest, that is by walking. This is the story you need to understand. Arul. Right? Right. So this is the story. Right? At all. Right? Then in the second question they are asking, what is the fraction he walks to total distance? Right? Fraction of walking. There are few ways. By looking at this one, you can take. But if you use the mathematical way, that is total journey is 1. Right? From that total journey, you are going to subtract 14 upon 15. You traveled already by bus and bicycle. This one is 15 upon 15. So you have to subtract this. So denominators are equal. 15 minus 14, 1. So this is it. And this is the fraction by walking. The distance he walked is 2 kilometers, right? So I didn't tell you that, right? The distance he walked is 2 kilometers. Without distance. This is very similar to the previous tank question that we have done. Right? Tank question. What is the total distance? They are asking from us. Finally, find the total distance of the journey. Right? Walking, distance of walking. And they have given distance of walking. 2 kilometers. Right? So this is the fraction related to walking. Right? Out of full 15 parts of the journey, this person has gone one part, right? This person has traveled by walking one part. That one part is related to 2 kilometers. Then you need to find, right, the distance in the full journey. Full journey means 1. Right? Full journey means 1. Here you have 1 divided by 50. Right? So I am going to multiply both sides by 15 here. This is very similar to the question that we did in our tank question. Right? 15 I am going to multiply this side by 15. So 15 times 1, 15 times 1. So the full journey is this one. 2 into 15, 30 kilometers. And make the easy way I told you this is the 15 divided by 15 is the full journey. 1. So this is full journey. Full journey is 30 kilometers. And if you think it logically, like I said earlier, out of the full journey, he walks one part. One part refers to 2 kilometers, right? So I can write this is the logical way, yeah? Total distance of the journey, right? Total distance. Now think of this, Hemita. One part of the full journey, right? One part of the full journey refers 2 kilometers. Right? Now for the full journey, how many parts are there? 15 parts. Full journey has been divided into 15 equal parts. So you need to find this value for 15 parts. Right? Per one, there are 2 kilometers. How many kilometers are there for 50? Right? Per one part, it refers 2 kilometers. Then how much for 50? How many for 50? 30 kilometers. So this is the total journey. Either this way or this way you can use. That is the end of the first part. Okay, aragana practice karanna, right? This one. But important when you are going to the grade 11 as well. Right, second one. Figure shows a plan of a flower bed. ABCD is of rectangular shape and BC is the diameter of the semicircular part. Alright, BC is the diameter of the semicircular part. You need to remember that. Right. So the figure is something like this. May I figure out the A, B, C, D. this is 15 centimeters, this is 35 centimeters, right? And this is a rectangle, and this is semicircular. What is the maximum distance of the flower bed? Maximum distance of the flower bed, right? So they are asking what is the maximum length, right? They are asking what is the maximum length of this flower. So where you can find the maximum length of this flower, right? So if this is the diameter, right? This is the middle point of this semicircular part. So all the way along you have 50 centimeters, and from here to here, this is a radius, right? This is a radius. 50 centimeter plus this radius will be the biggest length, longest length of this or of this. So as the answer for the part 1, maximum distance, you can refer equals 50 centimeter plus the radius, right? You know 50 centimeter plus the radius is 35 divided by 2. 35 is the diameter, diameter divided by 2. That is the radius. 50 centimeters plus 35 divided by 2 centimeters means 17.5. Yes. 50 plus this one, 67.5 centimeters. This should be your answer for the first one. Alright. Then second one, find the perimeter of the flower bed. Right? What is it? Perimeter. I will begin from here. 50, 50, right? 50 plus 50 plus 35. Plus perimeter of the half of the circle. Perimeter of the half of the circle. That is arc length. This arc length. Right? So how to find the arc length? Portion of the circle, half 2, 5 r. Right? So the 50 plus 50, 100, 135. Right? Unit is centimeters. 135 plus, right? Here you have half, multiply by 2 times 5 means 22 upon 7, multiply by r means 35 divided by 2. Centimeter is a common term, so that I have used it outside of the bracket. So it doesn't matter. So 135, simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 1, 7 times 1, 7 times 5, 2 times 1, 2 times 1, 1, 5, sorry, 11, 55. Centimeters, you will get 90, 190 centimeters. Right? Third one, find the area of the flower. Area of the rectangle, length into breadth, plus area of the half circle. Half into 5r square. Right? Length is 50 centimeters. Breadth is 35 centimeters plus half. 5 means 22 upon 7. Right? R squared means 35 divide by 2 because 35 is the diameter. I have to multiply it by twice. Right? I have to multiply it twice. Right? So now I am going to simplify. Cm to the power 2. Right? Because this is an area, Cm to the power 2 square cm. 2 times 1, 2 times 11. 7 times 5, 1, 7 times 5. I can't simplify furthermore. 50 into this, 0. 5 times 5, 25. So 2, 5 times 3, 15. 7 square centimeters. Plus 5 times 35. 5 times 2 is 15, 70, 135. 11, 135. 135. Sorry, 175. 5, 2, 9, 1925 on top, right? Divide by 4 square centimeters. So the 1750 plus this divide by 4. 4 times 4, 16. 32. 4 times 8, 32. Then 4 times 1 this. So you have to get the subtraction 110. 100. Yes, 181.25. Right? Sorry, 481.25. Square centimeter is common for both. So I will put it outside the bracket. So get the summation of these two and add it. Right? You have to put the final answer. Right? 0.25, 1, 13, 1, 11, 12, 2231.25 square centimeters. This should be your answer for the third one. Correct? Right. These are very simple questions, sir. Because I want you to understand the core concepts of the lessons that we have covered. So you need to get a simple understanding on how to apply them for your questions as well, right? To obtain the particular answer. Right. So the third one is also similar to this. The perimeter of the given circle and the rectangle is equal. You need to remember that. But this is 19 centimeters, right? And the circle is 14 centimeters, the radius, right? And you need to know the perimeter of this rectangle equals perimeter of this circle. Make a pattam important. You need to remember that they have given. Right? Perimeter of the rectangle and perimeter of the circle is equal, right? So I will refer this as a rectangle or this C. Circle. Right. First question, find the perimeter of the circle, right? You know how to find the perimeter of the circle, PC 25R. Circumference 2 times 5 is 22 upon 7. R is 14 centimeters. 7 times 1, 7 times 2. 44, 88 centimeters. Then find the length of the rectangle. Length is this. Breadth is 19 centimeters. You know that. And you know this happens. Second one. perimeter of the circle, right? Sorry. Perimeter of the rectangle equals perimeter of the circle. Perimeter of the rectangle can be written down as 2 times length plus breadth is 90. Perimeter of the circle is 88. We have found that. So you need to find L. You need to make subject as L. This side divided by 2, this side divided by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1. L plus 90. Here 88 divided by 2, 44. So take this 90 to this side. This is positive 90. When it goes to the other side, it becomes negative 90. Alright? 44 minus 90. So length of the rectangle is 25 centimeters. Put the centimeters at the end to your answer. Alright? Take a what? Take a what is here. Third one. Right? Third one. Find the area of the rectangle. You know how to find it. Area of the rectangle. Length into breadth. Length we have found 25 centimeters. Breadth 19 centimeters. So 25 into 9. 9 times 5. 45. 9 times 2, 18. 22. 5, 2, 5, 7, 475. Alright? 475 square centimeters. Alright? Right. Very simple questions are there. Simple questions don't forget that. Right? Fill කරගත්ත pen එක. Third one, then let's move to the fourth one. In next month as well, I am planning to do this kind of things in the second term lessons, right? So we did several speed revisions. Api speed revision karan, right? So in order to do speed revisions, right, I am planning to do something like right, I will give you like paper number 2, right? Then I am going to cover that paper, right, under speed revision systems in the theory class. Right. I think it will be good. Right? Oh, I will try, right, whatever the best. Speed revision, no, that one, right? I'll check. I'll check. I'll decide it and I will do. Right? Or else there is another option. Right? The option is I will do all the lessons early. Right? That means early means before the second time exam. Right? I will be able to cover because we are doing like 3.75 hours. That means 3 hours and 45 minutes. We are doing that class, right? So I will be able to cover all the lessons in the second term, right? Before the second term exam, right? Then there will be some free time, right? Free weeks. Then I will do the paper discussion at the end of the second, right? So, but I will decide it and I will do whatever the best, right, for you guys, right? Right. turn on karane. Right. Fourth question. Fourth question. Right. It is very similar to the question that we have done in the that under area lesson as well. ඔය ටියුට් එකේ ඉප්පා මේ question එකක් if you can remember. Length of this side is 145 centimeters and length of this side, sorry, this should be meters, huh? And this is 70 meters, right? Two semicircular parts has been removed from this rectangle, and this shaded part is only the thing that you have to deal with. So under fourth question, they are asking find the area of the rectangle, right? So you know how to find the area of the rectangle. Length into breadth. 145 into 70 square meters. 145 into 70 means 0. 7 times 5 35. 3, 7 times 4 28. 29, 30, 31. 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10,150 square meters. This should be. Then find the area of one of the semicircular part, right? Find the area of one semicircular part, half of the circle. You know how to do that, right? Second one, area of the semicircular part, right? I will write it as semicircular SC. Right? Area of semicircular part. Right? So semicircular means half circle. Half multiplied by 5r square. Right? 5r square. Half multiplied by 22 upon 7. 22 upon 7 multiplied by r square में r. Breadth is 70. What is r? 70 divided by 2. I will multiply twice this. 70 divided by 2. Because r square limit r times r times r. 70 divided by 2 into 70 divided by 2. Right? Simplify. 2 times 1, 2 times 11, 7 times 1, 7 times 10, 2 times 5, 2 times 1, 2 times 35. Right. 5 into 35, did I do that earlier? 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 3, 15, 175 into 11, right? Okay, karani. Is that 400 something there? 400, eh? 1925. Well, let's see. Hmm. 1920. This is the area of the semicircular part. Right? Area of the semicircular part. That is the answer for second one. Right? Third one. What is that one? Find the area of the shaded part. When you are going to find the area of the shaded part, you have to remove two semicircular parts. Right? Two half circles, you have to remove the area of two half circles. Right? Two half circles. So from the total area of the rectangle, so the area of shaded part, right? You can obtain area of rectangle, subtract area of semicircular. So that is the logic. Area of rectangle 10,150 minus area of semicircular part arm. No, this is wrong, right? Area of rectangle minus area of semicircular part into 2, right? We have to multiply this semicircular part by 2 because we have 2 with this one and this one, right? Area of semicircular part 1925. 1925 multiplied by 2. Close bracket, square meters. 10,150 multiply this by 2 times 5, 10, divided by 5, 18, 2 times 1, 3. 3,850 square meters. Get the subtraction 0, 0, 11, 3, 9, 6,300 square meters will be the answer for the last. Correct? Fifth question. Right, fifth question. Right. This question I haven't done. Right? In the class. Right? In the class, I haven't done this question. Question class A right? So I will let you know the answers, right? Step by step. Step by step, I will explain so that you can understand. Class right? I will explain this one step by step. Right? So I will let you know and I will tell you the answer in easy way. Easy way. Right? So okay. Then this pie chart shows how a family is spent in a month. Right? How a family is spent in a month. Right? So I will draw the pie chart. Right? So in the pie chart, we are using a circle to represent the particular data. Right? In the pie chart, we are using a particular circle with 360 degrees to represent the data. Right? Right. I will mark those things. This angle is 150 degrees and this is A. This is 90 degrees. This is B. This is X degrees and this is C. And this is Y degrees. This is D. This is 20 degrees and this is E. Right? And I have given A is for food. Mere food. B is for children's education. Mega. Children's education. C for clothes. And C for clothes. And D, rest of the expenses. E for savings. And inside the brackets, they have given, right, 2,000 is the savings per month, right? 2,000 rupees refers by this part, right? 2,000 rupees refers by this 20 degree part. That is patta important and you need to understand that. That is patta important and you need to understand that, right? This 20 degrees refers to 2000 rupees as savings. Right. First one, find the total month earning. Right? Total monthly earning you need to find. So how to find that? How do we deal with rupees? Inside this, we have to begin. We need to find the total monthly earning in rupees. Only point that you can start in. Right? So you need to find the value of all of these things, right? Monthly earnings, right? Monthly earnings has been divided into this part. Now think, this is your family. Your father is earning a monthly salary and he is spending for your education, for your food, for your clothes, rest of the expenses, and also he saves something, right? This total pie chart represent 1 month salary. And from that 1 month salary, this savings is 2000 rupees. And that 2000 rupees refers this to 20 degrees part, small part. 20 degrees refers to 2000. That means, very simply, you need to know by using 20 degrees, this pie chart representing 2000 rupees. Right? Right? 20 degrees represent 2000 rupees. Right? Can you find 1 degree represent how many rupees? Can we find that? Can anyone tell me? 1 degree represent this much of money. How we are going to find it? Hold up your hand.
Divide by 20.
2000 divided by 20. Right? So the me ara achchara mechchana mechchara kochchara way tama, right? So 20 refers for 2000. Then for 1 degree, right? How much of money represented? So divide this side by 20, divide this side by 20. 20 divided by 20, 1 degree. Right? 2000 divided by 20. So this much of amount is represented by 1 degree. How we are going to find the total earnings then? 1 degree is this much. When you are finding the total degree, what is to be done? Can anyone tell me? 1 degree represent this much. Total earnings is this full circle.
Multiply by 360.
Yes, multiply by 360. So I told you monthly salary is representing all these things: food, savings, education, clothes, right? That means this total circle, right, is 360 degrees. Now we know, right, what is the value for 1 degree. We have to multiply this by 360. Right? 1 degree represent 2000 divided by 20 rupees. So if you want to find the full salary or full earning, you are going to multiply this side, this by 360. 360 degrees. So that you are going to multiply this one by 360 also. Right? 0 to 0, 2 times 100. So that person's monthly salary is equal to 100 into this 36,000, right? 36,000 rupees. That is the total monthly earning. Correct? Total monthly earning. So you can replace this full salary with total monthly earning. Correct? That is the answer for the first part of the fifth question. Today our method is right? In the pie chart also, right? 20 represent 2000, then I need to find for 1 degree, right? 20 degree represent 2000, 1 degree represent this much, then how much for 360? So the full thing, right? This will be, this kind of questions will be in your second term exam as well, right? I cannot assure about first term exam. Sometimes you might not have done it, right? Right. Then second, represent children's educational expenses as a percentage of total earnings, right? Represent children's educational expenses as a percentage. I need to multiply the fraction by 100% if I want to get a percentage. Right. So that is the logic you need to know. Right. Children's education. Right. Children's education. Right. Percentage. Right. You need to get a percentage. So if you want to get a percentage, just there should be a fraction and you need to multiply this fraction by 100% if you want to get a percentage. If you want to get a percentage. Then what is this fraction? Numerator should be children's education, denominator should be the full part. Right. If you want to get a percentage of this, I am going to refer the children's education part. Children's education part. So expenses represent 90 degrees of the angle. Correct? So the children's education represent 90 degrees. That should be the denominator 90 degrees. Out of how much of degrees? Out of how much of degrees? Total number of degrees of the full earning. Right? Total earnings. Right? From total earnings, 90 degrees represent children's education. So total earnings is 360. Out of 360, 90 represent children's education. So children's education 90. Total earnings is 360. Right? So I want to get a percentage multiplied by 100%. 0 to 0, 1/4 into 100. Sorry, I can simplify it. 9 times 1, 9 times 4. 4 times 1, 4 times 25. So it is 25%. 25%. Right? That is the second part answer. Other expenses are 3 times of saving. Right? Then find the magnitude of y. Find the magnitude of y. Magnitude of y means you need to find the angle y. Right? Like this. When they are saying, third question, other, right? Rest of the expenses means other expenses. Other expenses equals 3 times of saving. Right? 3 times of savings. 3 times of savings. So you need to find the magnitude of y. Right? So other expenses related to y number of degrees. Right? Y number of degrees. So this is 3 times of savings. Savings angle is 20 degrees. Magnitude is 20. So the y is equal to 60 degrees. අයියෝ මේ මේකනේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා now you can understand. හරිද? මේවා හදන්න මේ you no need to know about මොකද්ද? Data representation නා. Data representation දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ නැහැ මේ ටික හදන්න. Right? You need to know, right, very basic things. Grade 8, grade 9. How to convert a fraction into percentage. Mean grade 9, grade 8, right? Find the value for one part and how to get the full parts. Right? Grade 9 things, right? Nothing else than that. Only the represented way has been changed by using a pie chart. Right? So රවුමක් ඇතුලේ ඔබට දානවට කියලා අපි pie chart. Right? Right. Okay. So that is the third part, and I will do fourth. Find the magnitude of X, the expenses for clothes. Right? Right. Okay. Now you know what is Y. You know this degree 60 degrees. Make a 60. You know 20 degrees. You know 150 degrees. You know 90 degrees. Do you need the knowledge of pie chart or the data representation in order to find the value of X? No. Right? So may grade 8 or grade 7 knowledge, right? X plus 60 degrees plus 20 degrees plus 150 degrees plus 90 degrees equal to 360. Right? Angles around a point. Sum of the angles around a point is equal to 360 degrees. What I see, right? May X plus 90. This one 110, 260, 320, right? Is equal to 360. So X can be found by taking this 320 to the other side. Then 360 minus 320. So X is equal to 40 degrees. What I see? This angle represents 40 degrees. So for cloths, it is 40 degrees out of 360. Right. Then they are asking, find the expenses for the clothes. Find X and expenses by using rupees. Right? By using rupees. So may 20 degrees representing 2000. Right? 20 degrees representing 2000. Then how much for 40? Right? So you can get the answer. What I see, right? Expenses for clothes. Expenses for clothes equals per 20 degrees it represent 2000 rupees. Then how much for 40 degrees? That is for closely. For close, X represent the value 40 degrees. 20 degrees represent 2000. For 20 represent 2000. Then how much for 40? Right? Then how much for 40? There way name. Alright, I'll do it here. Expenses for clothes. And 20 degrees represent 2000 rupees. That is where you have to connect your rupees into degrees, right? Per 20, 2000 rupees. For 20 degrees, it represents 2000. Then how much for 40 degrees? Right? 20 times 1, 20 times 2. For clothes, that person is expending 4,000 rupees each and every month. Hari, සුවරකට දුවෙක් ඇත්ත. හරි. Right? මොල්ලන්ට තමයි එකක් දැන් තිබ්බා ඇති. යාළ ළමයිට තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩිපුර ඕනේ. හරි. So පුතා easy. පුතේ මේක තේරුණා. මෙන්න මේ හදන විදිය. No need to understand about the data representation. You need to understand about the concept that I am using. Right? Per 20, 2000. Right? Per 20, 2000. Then how much for 40? That's it. That is the logical thinking. Right? Right. Okay, guys. I forgot to tell you something. Right? I think now that's enough for this question, for this paper, right? Right. So I'll tell you something. Right? I will upload this paper discussion to the YouTube. Right? I am giving you a chance, sir. What chance that then? Right? Make a chance. Right? Once I uploaded this. Right, once I uploaded this one to the YouTube, right, I'll let you know.